Aerith. Wake up.
I'm not falling for this.
Can't stay here forever. We'd best get moving.
Yep. Sounds good.
I'll see you off.
I'm glad they're nice of Sid.
Tifa. Come on.
Well, she doesn't get to see Ghost Aerith, presumably.
I have to admit, you were quite the man.
Fucking Glenn.
Me? I guess not. Anyway, you haven't seen Viceroy Saruf, have you? He failed to show at an important event. Made us look like fools.
Maybe he wouldn't have, if you'd spent some money on that set.
Ah, you're probably right. Rich kids do like things just so. Still got results, though, even without him. Resistance elements are more fired up than ever.
You know, Glenn, I'm on to you. This war's nothing but a ploy to distract me from Sephiroth.
How very astute.
That's Genova, right?
Regardless, the plan is already in motion. Our promised land will become reality. Our father's dream, accomplished by his son.
I want the real thing, not some imitation.
But an imitation's all you deserve.
That's just another one of the Sephiroth clones, right? Because Genova can make... You know, it can make you look like anything. Like, I halfway through the game, I had some comments pointed out.
In the back, just like old times.
The purple dots are Genova. Still, there's got to be a reason why it's Glenn.
Did I? Nah. I couldn't have dreamt that. It all felt way too real. Just as worlds unite, so too do they part. But who's to say they can't unite again?
It's the not the prelude song, but the beginning song. Oh, he's fixing up the ship. Journey begins.
Can you not raise it just a wee bit higher?
Screw you, cat. How's this? Oh, shit.
Nice catch.
So, what Aerith actually do anyway?
Yeah, I guess they have no fucking clue. She prayed.
Well, and with that, we are cleared for takeoff.
Finally.
It's not fair.
Aerith?
The hell? The reunion.
Hey, Hey, you coming or what?
Yeah, one sec.
You can't just add it to a secret extra slot. The fuck? We never gave it to Sephiroth. Because
You have to promise not to look up.
Don't look up.
Well, now I gotta look.
Fine, but don't let it get to you.
Don't let what get to me?
It's not real. Just an illusion. Now let's go get Sephiroth. He's hiding up north.
North?
Trust me, he is. Soldier's intuition.
Oh, yeah? Better hope you're right.
Alright, fine. We trust you. Just remember, we got everything riding on this. And that's a load you'd best be ready to carry.
No heavy loads. We're close to capacity as it is.
Don't worry about me. I can handle it.
oh no, we need the real Cloud. It's gonna take another 4 years before we see him.
Take care.
You gonna be okay getting back?
And if I said I wasn't? Don't worry. It's like a second home.
I guess. But what if something happens?
Then I'll send up smoke.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out.
I'll put everything I've got into my prayers. I'll stop the meteor. And I'll leave the rest to you. Good luck.
Aerith. I will stop Sephiroth. Trust me.
You promise?
Promise.
Walking city streets with worn cobblestones, listening to people rushing past to rhythms all their own.
Goodbye.
Life passing me by, not thinking how the years have flown until I met you. I won't say that it was fate.
That was Final Fantasy VII
I
Rebirth.
won't say that it was
I've been the Johnstruct.
destiny. But if not, what could
Thank you very much for watching. We're gonna watch through this, of course. I haven't put any buttons up yet, but of course.
Could it be
Thank you very much for watching.
till the day
I recorded this, well, I streamed this on the Twitch, but I put it up on the YouTube afterwards. We'll have a look at that again in a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to enjoy these cutscenes. We have another 4 years. Christ. I'll be in my 40s then. enjoyed this game. Oh, I'm still not done. I've got to prove I'm the ultimate party animal. And I might slot it in before we go to Temple of the Ancients. Because I can just pick that chapter. I don't know if Cloud knows she's dead. Presumably he does. I'll need time to collect my thoughts first. I mean, we're gonna see lots of Aerith in the next game, regardless. She'll probably have talking lines and everything. Like, it's not like she probably knows she died, but like it's not like she's not getting any more lines. See, this is all just pretending this is how my brother was like, I'm gonna be strong to match him. Which I knew from ages ago. Yeah, all this is pretending that the most important character isn't Chadley. There he is. Keith Zaravajka. It's the special ones.
Walking city streets with worn cobblestones, struggling against the crowds and finding ourselves all alone.
Just all the names.
Are no guarantee. Still, I hope someday you'll come and find me. Still, I know someday you'll come and find me.
It sped like really quickly from. I guess it's because you. Yeah, sorry. You know what I mean. I know I didn't really finish some sentences. Is it going to do what it did in the first game and show like the cutscenes? Or. Yes. So yes, in an alternative universe, Zack somehow survived his initial fight, and he got to come to Cloud to come back to base, but oh no, because Cloud wasn't there, everyone failed or something and some shit, and everyone's all beaten up or dead, I don't know. So like there's Kyrie there, and Zack is just like, oh, where's Aerith? Oh, Aerith said, mid-13 sort of sacrificed himself to keep Aerith alive, and there we go, the sort of comatose, but meanwhile in the real world, everyone's in the house, and they're like, oh, you know what? We sort of have to sort of reset all our character arcs, and do you remember the time ago? And Cloud's like, yeah, my mum was there, and you, cowgirl for some reason, and Sephiroth, he was kind of cool, but like, and then we went up a bridge and it exploded, and he said, oh, hey, Hojo's a wastrel. Then we fought the Materia Keeper. Well, that was way earlier than we originally fought the Materia Keeper, but then some guy. Oh, he's definitely. Who could that be? Stopping Tifa from going in. Does it matter? And then we saw like, hang on, Hojo's making monsters, and Sephiroth was like, maybe I'm a monster, and maybe I'm going to murder my entire town. And Tifa's like, oh no, you murdered the entire town. That includes my dad. I hate you for that. And Sephiroth was like, well, I am a super soldier, so you can't really do much about that. And we don't really know how that ended. The cutscene ended there. And so everyone's just like, well, let's go on small dates as well. Oh no! It turns out they didn't just sort of forget that we were terrorists, so we're going into town. And then that innkeeper's like, oh, I'm an ex-soldier, and here's, you should learn how to play cards, or something like that. Maybe we didn't. And we will skip, and Eris like, it's real. Oh, it's really pretty outside. Then we meet Jacoba Bill, and he's like, I know we met earlier, but I'm Jacoba Bill, and here's Billy. Billy's like, here's a Chocobo, and Chadley's like, I'm Chadley, and I'm going to make you do those towers for the entire rest of the game. And definitely didn't take 7 hours for that. Oh no, we have to go. Solemn and Sephiroth fights out underwater and kills it. Did Sephiroth do this? Yeah, he did. We literally saw him. And we go underground and we follow in cloaks. And there's Eleanor, and she's cool as fuck. She's called Eleanor, and she's going to be in this game a lot. And there's Son, and just Eleanor shouldn't really be doing these fights with them. And then we have an entire section dedicated to one screen. It was pretty cool at that stage when I was only like 17 hours in. And then, is that the condor or is that just a large bird? Either way, it takes one of the guys in the cloaks. And then we go on to Junon, and she's like, I'm not going to give you up. And then definitely 10 hours later, we fight the fish monster, and Yuffie joins the team. She's comatose in that cutscene, and she does magical powers. And Cloud's like, yeah, whatever. And then Roche fights us. And then the girl who owns Mr. Dolphin, no one owns Mr. Dolphin, sends us up. And then we join. There's fucking Glenn. Who the fuck is Glenn? And we all join Shinra, and we all look great in our Shinra costumes. And there's this inexplicably attractive captain there, who's going to be friends for life with us. And then there's a big ass gun, and it shoots. Just because we need to see it shoot. And then we do a parade, and they're like, you know what, Cloud, we don't really want to be distracted with you, but unfortunately, Yuffie has other plans. And it's sort of the worst of both worlds, to be honest. And then we fight Roche again. Roche. And we say goodbye to our friends, who we'll hopefully see again on a submarine, possibly. And then we go on a big boat, and we do an entire card tournament, and Red 13 turns up, and the girl says, he can't hurt you. And then we fight Genova, and Yuffie actually, I think, officially joins us at that point, but whatever. But oh no, it's Sephiroth there, and oh god, they're murdering the guys in cloaks. And then we go to the beach. We spend like 10 fucking hours doing side quests on the beach. And we get to in costumes, and we meet Johnny, and oh no, our material is invisible. Why is it invisible? And those are apparently canonical the costumes we're wearing right now. And then Hojo has his harem. He fights us with robots. Oh, this is where Yuffie officially joins us, because she saves us from the robots, and we're using the thing. And this is actually where Cloud says that whatever sort of thing. It was really funny. It's probably the funniest scene. And then we climb a mountain. Definitely wasn't like 20 hours spent doing coral missions. And we see Weapon for the first time. And actually we flashed Zack, and Tifa. Not Tifa. Eris and Cloud are comatose, but her mum's just like, yeah, you better not leave her. But actually, we go back and look, there's a fucking whale, but that's Weapon. And what shit are they, like proto weapons? What the fuck's that? And look, there's a giant bird, because we went to Coral. And there's Cloud Jr. there. We didn't need 10 Phoenix Downs. Then we go to North Corel, and everyone hates Barrett because of the things we'll find out about him later. We find a doctor who helped Tifa do the things with the stuff and not be dead. And Barrett's like, yeah, it's my fault. And then we go to the Gold Saucer, and she goes, look. And everyone's looking. Cloud's looking even. And then Yuffie does a dance and faints because Dio is just too manly, and we get a free pass into the Gold Saucer because we're too cool for school. We get into the spooky place, and there's a puppet robot cat, and oh no, hang on, in a different dimension, Biggs is still alive, but he's clearly Biggs from our dimension. What the fuck's going on? How's he alive? And Zack's like, yeah, I'll find Biggs because he's alive and he'll help you. And suddenly we remember, but we're doing all this for Marlene, and the reason he's got his gun is the backstory. So, and then we get caught, we get thrown into prison. We don't, and there's the Chocobo lady who's also inexplicably attractive. And there's fucking Joe. He's an evil jockey rider. To find Dime, we have to win the chocobo races. Let's go team. Let's do high fives. And then we have incredibly emotional moments. We've bloody Dine, which is then interrupted with stupid fight against Palmer, and which could quite easily sort of blank out the silly fight with Palmer. It was sort of canonical, put in the wrong place. But suddenly Dio going, sorry, I accused her of murder, here's a free car, like really pulled me out at the moment. I just thought that was really inappropriately placed. Then was shown Reeve is probably Kate Seth, which is way earlier than normal. There's fucking Glenn and there's purple dots, so that's I guess what you're supposed to realise is sort of Genevery. And there's Zach. I'm spelling all these spoilers. Zach he's gonna find Biggs, and we drive off in our car with a new cat, and there's Sisney. And Sisney's not a real name because that's from a different game. She's in like a mobile game from like Japanese only, but she's inexplicably in that team. Anyway, we definitely don't spend 40 fucking hours doing side quests. No, we go immediately to the reactor, and where we have to fight Scarlet and we fight the specimen, and then the giant whale eats Tifa, and then we see a series of scenes which shouldn't have happened for like another 10 hours, and then oh bother, and then Cloud goes all wibbly woo and attacks Tifa, and then you're like, oh, that's why she's got dolphin powers, because she has a weird connection with the dolphins. And Sephiroth's like, no, I'm going to start the dolphin with a big ass sword, and I'm going to save the universe. Is Tifa okay? And Tifa's like, yeah, I know you literally tried to murder me, but that's apparently the most romantic thing anyone's ever done. And then Sid, he puts us in this big plane, which we're a bit too heavy for. Also, in the meantime, Hojo, he's evil, and he's doing evil science with Roche. And then we go to Cosmic Canyon. And there's Bugenhagen, he's a bit of an asshole now, which is a bit weird, and we get to see the astronomy section, and it's full of fucking tourists, and I don't like Cosmic Canyon as much as I do in the original game, but at least Aeris gets to tell people that she's etc., and everyone's like, oh cool, we'll just take you at your word for that. And Bugenhagen says, all I want to do is pick all your bones, and that's a reference that's only going to make sense to anyone who recognises that voice actor. And then we go underground, we fight the ghost of the G, and then we find out that Let's Seto was not a wastrel. He was actually really brave, and I don't know why the fuck anyone told Red 13 afterwards. And then we feed the leader of the G tribe, who wants the black materia, and then we go back to Zack, and he has a conversation with Biggs, and he's like, Biggs, you're voiced by Balthier from Final Fantasy 12, isn't that cool? And then they sort of tease the idea of an alternative group, and they never do anything like that. It's like they ran out of time or something. Anyway, we definitely didn't spend 20 fucking hours in Cosmic Canyon. No, instead we go underground, and we promise the G tribe the black materia, even though that'd be incredibly stupid because all they want to do is kill themselves, which is literally the plot of Final Fantasy 13, and I thought that was a coincidence, but no, they keep referencing Final Fantasy 10 and Final Fantasy 13 because those are sort of pseudo Final Fantasy 7s, and then we go to Nibelheim. Nibelheim hasn't been burnt down, but also nobody's trying to gaslight us this time. It's just like refuge for bringing back the helping out the cloaked soldiers. Then we climb up the mountain, Yuffie, and a bunch of her countrymen have been murdered, and this point then I'm like, well, there's actually loads of focus on Wutai, and my theory is that Wutai also has a super soldier program, which you find out in the next game, because there's this like weird plot point. And then we go underground. We spend like 10 hours in Nibelheim, and when we meet Vincent, and he turns into a monster, and that's pretty cool, because when you control him, we could do that, but we don't get to control him in this game, never mind. And there's Roche, and it's like, Roche, no! Why did you let Hojo do the science? And that's a terrible idea, Roche. And then there's fucking Glenn, and he promises that we can see General Doobly-Doo, and we don't, because that's a plot point from the next game, which is why I think there's going to be like something up with Yuffie. She's literally wearing the same jumper as Cloud, which and then Sid says, oh yeah, I want to join your team because I met your mum like when I was a teenager and I thought she was hot, and that's legitimately why he joins us. And Vincent's also like, I'm going to join your team, and then Zack's like, okay, Marlene, I know literally all the people who try to help you out leave, but I'm also going to leave, but I promise to come back. Also, this side universe is sort of ending, sort of weird. And then we go to the Gold Saucer, and we have a date with Aeris because she's a canonical date, but instead of having a play, we have like a weird VR play instead, which is pretty cool. And Aeris gets to sing a song about reunions and sort of implying that bad things can happen to her, but actually it's just a play. So why would you think that? That's just a coincidence. That's play. And then it turns out the Gold Saucer lets in Don Corneo, and there's a big competition, which is kind of funny, but also Don Corneo is kind of a rapist, and it's a bit weird that he's like assigned to a comedy character when you consider that's what he actually is, and we fight Rufus again, and it's a difficult fight, and then we don't get the key to the Temple of the Ancients because Kate Sif betrays us and gives us to the Turks. So the Turks flies to the Temple of the Ancients, but we follow because you can just do that. Several people on the team know how to do that. So we get there, and Tifa can listen to the planet. No, I mean Aerith can listen to the planet, and so we get into the temple and we do a section which in the original game took about like, I don't know, like half an hour, but instead it takes like 4 hours, like legitimately 5 screens long in the original game. But now it's an entire section where we have to fight the Turks, and there's like an Iron Giant there, and I know it's kind of cool because they have one-on-ones with each other, and we get to see Aerith do her powers, and Cloud sort of turns evil and tries to murder people, and they're like, no, you should only murder normal soldiers that don't have names, not the Turks, the really powerful people. And then Sephiroth, he stabs Sung, and then we open the door, and we find the clock, but it's not a clock anymore, it's like a weird trauma simulator, and everyone sees like all the bad memories, and it's like, what the fuck, Cetra, why did you build like a weird trauma simulator? And also, why did you put Barrett's wife in there? That was just mean. Everyone else just gets bad memories. You sort of tease him with the existence that his wife's not dead, and then to sort of go, nah, she is. And it's like, wow, it didn't move. And then Cloud tries to attack Sephiroth, but like, Sephiroth's not really there, is he? Because it's all an illusion, and he's being all weird. And to be honest, we fight the Demon Gate. That was pretty cool, but it was nowhere near as hard as the original game somehow. And then we have to run away from the temple, and then Kate Sif comes back and it's like, okay, I'm going to sacrifice my life to save everyone. And we all get away, and Cloud has the... but it turns out there's just like multiple Kate Sifs because he's a robot, so it's fine. But then Cloud goes all weird and it's like, I'm going to give Sephiroth my black materia, and we have this entire vision quest in another universe, which is not been... Oh, yeah, it is being shown. So, and Aerith sort of does the whole like, yeah, Cloud, you've done dumb, stupid stuff, but I'm going to solve this problem, don't you? Why? It's not really your fault, and we disappear. But then in the meantime, they're sort of hanging around in an alternative universe where it's sort of... we find out that Zack starts an entirely third universe by making different decisions. But these don't have life, because life works in the same way as Final Fantasy 9. It sort of flows from one universe to the another, and to run out of the live stream in that one. But really, the only reason we were in the other universe was to get the white materia back to the original universe. But Aerith goes, she tells Cloud in the dreams that I'm going to sort off, and that sort of happens, and then we fucking traverse the planet. But Cloud's sort of sleepy at the time, and we're not really sure where that happens. It sort of rushes through that entire experience. But Aerith was with us, but like she sort of disappears off screen essentially. But they do sort of imply that they went with her and the entire journey happened. And then we arrive at the Forgotten Capital, and I'm like, wow, that was like a really quick paced moment. It's kind of, despite the fact that this is like taken me legitimately like 130 hours, it kind of feels a tiny bit rushed at the end. And then we have a big epic fight against Sephiroth, and I don't really understand. We think we saved Aerith, but because it's Genova, she just like placed her like 2 meters to the left, and she still died. And then we have to have a big big showdown with Sephiroth, and Zack helps us, and so does Aerith, because they're simultaneously dead and alive in alternate universes, and the Union, instead of just being the cells of Genova, which is a calamity from the skies, just sort of putting herself back together, and all the soldiers have like genes inside them. Now it's an entirely new plot about fusing the multiverse together for reasons that I don't entirely understand. Anyway, we get to have cool fights with Zack and our team, and Aerith, and it's cool, and they're safe for Sephiroth, but now it's called Sephiroth Reborn, and that takes legitimately fucking ages to do, and there was just one incredibly hard section because it just didn't have any magic spells, and the wings required magic spells to defeat. But luckily I just had like Comet on Red 13, and I just had to keep giving him ethers. But no, Aerith is dead. Apart from we keep seeing visions of her alive, and I'm not entirely sure if Cloud knows she's dead or not. Everyone else seems to react accordingly, but like he's legitimately still wibbly wobbly to the point that like he told Yuffie, oh no, I lost a fight against Sephiroth. I didn't just sort of wig out and give him the black materia. But no, actually it turns out he actually did give him the black materia. He's been holding the black materia all along, and now it's been fused with his book. And then it turns out fucking that guy, Glenn, wasn't Glenn. It was actually Genova all this time, just trying to distract Rufus, who's inexplicably important in this game, from like doing any Sephiroth related activities. And then Zach's like, oh yeah, that shit happened. Maybe I can help out in the next game because we want to reuse any asset. We're going to reuse assets. And any boss that's in this game will be in the next game, regardless of whether or not it makes any sense. And then we have to consider, like, hang on a minute, we have a plane, we can go to the North Continent. How the fuck is that going to work? Like, how we have access to the entire world? We know the High Wind is going to be a thing, and there's Eris, which is a ghost, and like only Cloud can see her, but sort of Red 13 can sort of sense her. And there's the picture of Eris from, like, the famous picture of her. But whatever, it's doing the scene, it's doing the thing. And then John started explaining the story because it did the credits. And John was like, okay, what I'll do is I did this thing for all the other games where, because all the screens come up, I can recap the entire game and try and do it as quickly as possible and try and do it like in one single breath. Not really one single breath, I'm clearly breathing in, but the sort of the idea that I'm, you know, non-stop talking and not really giving myself time to consider the actual words I'm saying right now, because there's so much going on. Let's possibly speed things up, but at the same time I don't want to press any buttons because there's probably a secret scene at the end of the cutscene, and I like if I skip it, then you know, that'd be a terrible thing. Let's take a sip of a delicious cherry cola, I think that is, because oh no, my TV's failing to turn itself off, so I have to run quickly. No TV. This is like I couldn't find the remote control. I think it's over there. Luckily, there's a switch on the back. That would have been the worst. Would have been the worst stuff. Square-Enix made this game. My God, who knew this? Square-Enix. Okay, calm, chill. What's going on now? Oh no! Chapter selection and hard difficulty are now available. Access system chapter selection to replay any chapter from the beginning using your current stats, weapons, and materia. You can also adjust your quest completion status. For a real challenge, switch a chapter's difficulty to hard. While playing on this setting, items cannot be used and rest spots only recover HP. I was fucking, it's going to take more than 130 hours if it's hard mode, because hard mode is well difficult. Play log accessible via the system selection section of the menu. The play log shows your achievements throughout the story and the battle. Gold saucer when choosing chapter 8 or 12. In chapter selection, you pick any character close enough in relationship to Cloud, accompanying him to the gold saucer. Meeting certain requirements, such as completing all proto-relic salvaging quests, will unlock unique combat challenges featuring Sephiroth and Zack. Chocobo Ranches now have changing booths, which allow you to alter your bar. Oh, I was wondering why they were there. Oh, there's Red 13 in case if Love Left's costumes are available for purchase. Well, that's cool. Why doesn't everyone else get their Loveless costumes? Oh. Just spot the entire game view there. Hello, brother, how are you? End of the world. I showed you that song the other day. I have to pick a chapter. Where's chapter selection? I can't see it. You're playing a portion of the game via the chapter selection will turn you to the start of the chosen chapter. Your current character's levels, weapons, material, relationships, status will carry over. You can also choose how to carry over your quest data or jobs you have to yet to complete will automatically reset. Oh no! That means that will reset my fucking party animal quest. Shit! That means I have to do the G-bike again. Oh no! Fuck! What does... There are manuscripts that can only be found on hard mode? Oh, we're doing that and we're waiting 3 years before hard mode. I'm gonna quickly load this one. Restore previously. Do that. We'll stay on dynamic for the time being because I'm just curious.
Kate, mind filling us in on the key?
Wrong chapter. Why does it say that's locked? What's this? Damn it, I don't want to restart, can't stop, won't stop. Why is it locked? Because I'd already started it. I was hoping it would complete, like, keep the stages I'd done. Ah, that's really annoying. Never mind. It just means it's not going to get done. I love that it just... Why an exclamation mark? That's got to mean something. Alright. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I have to do them all again.
I wonder if he'd be willing to take me under his wing.
What a coincidence meeting you here! Taking some time off to max and relax?
You're that...
You know it!
So...
Maybe it'll be nice and give me all the stages I've done already. Yeah, but the actual things I've got to do are... It doesn't matter about the level. I've got to do Galactic Survivors, G-Bike, Chocobo races as well. And I don't want to do them. So I'm not going to. I think we're done. There's a bunch of stuff I never did, but... At some point we're going to play again on hard mode. That legitimately might be years.
Welcome to paradise, the gold saucer.
I know there's more after that as well, which is annoying. So maybe I'll do that extra bit at some point. I didn't realise I'd have to redo all the other parts. That's got 5 manuscripts in. We'll take a look. Let's teleport to Chadley somewhere. course I do. I'm really surprised there wasn't an extra scene.
The best way to make tracks is on Chocoback. Chocobos.
Passengers with reservations at Costa del Sol Resort.
Are you taking a brief vacation as well, Cloud? Currently, I'm weighing the pros and cons.
It's only available on hard. Right.
If there's nothing else.
I've been the Johnstruct. Thank you very much for watching. I've been having a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth adventure. At some point, I will try and finish the couple of fights that I'm missing, like in the Gold Saucer and places like that. And maybe I'll do that quest again. I'm going to take a break from this game though, because I've been playing it for like a really long time. And hard mode, I'm legitimately going to wait probably years. Like when they announce the next game. In the meantime, I have a lot of other games I need to play. So I'm gonna go play them, I think. I should finally get around to finishing God of War Ragnarok. Started uploading it as well.